All right, let's bring back our panel. Stu Rothenberg, Ruth Marcus, and Mark Murray. I want to take a diversion to New Jersey because it could have presidential political implications. A smackdown between Chris Christie, who was on a victory tour about his budget, and the Democratic leader of the Senate. Take a listen.
Senator Sweeney has done something that is very rare in public life today. He was able to erode just a little bit of the cynicism that the public has about those in public life. Because if I'd given you the hypothetical that a Senate president would put forward a proposal that he knew on his best day only a third of his caucus would support, you would tell me that it was a movie script that would not sell in today's cynical world.
Well, that was before Governor Christie did a line-item veto. He did a bunch of line-item vetoes, and this is what Senator Sweeney said after he read the bill post-line-item veto. He said, "This is probably the most disappointing day that I've had as a legislator the entire time I've been here, because to prove a point, he decided to hurt people in a very mean-spirited way." Then he went on to use the Mr. P word. He called himself up. He called him lots of bad words. Ruth Marcus, you're from New Jersey. Is this par for the course for New Jersey politicians, or is this the dialogue that maybe Governor Christie has brought into vogue?
Well, I'm not just a Jersey girl. I am Governor Christie, and I share the same hometown, Livingston, New Jersey. A little bit of problem with Governor Christie getting all hot and bothered about the language being used, because he's used some of that language himself. He got all tough on
We should say, I mean, Sweeney said he's just a rotten bee. I mean, that's straight up what he called him. Didn't do it on camera, I guess, but that...
I think there's a very fine line between the tough talk that has gotten Governor Christie sort of some notice, and oh yeah, he's a real guy, and he's a tough guy, and he's authentic, and the sort of line crossing that I think has occurred from both sides here. And no, it's not, it's not Jersey Shore. The governor a while ago criticized Jersey Shore. Everybody should turn the volume down.
You know, Stu, it is Governor Christie's sort of temperament that's made him so popular with the Tea Party crowd.
Yeah, I remember talking to a Republican operative, Republican strategist, a couple of months ago, who said to me when all the Christie stuff was circulating, the question about Christie is over the long haul. Do people get tired of the style? Yeah, that they really like the sense that he'll tell you the truth, shoot from the hip. Is he just too rough around the edges? After a while, people say, well, that's enough. It was fun. It was fun for a while, but I don't want a president like that. I think that's a big problem.
All right, a couple of things on the 2012 front. Mitt Romney's fundraising number came out today. You've done some interesting math for us in First Read about the collective totals of this Republican field in 2011 versus the one in 2007. It's stark.
It is stark. And so the 27-28 field ended up having, John McCain, you had Mitt Romney himself, and Rudy Giuliani, and the top three, it'd be Bachmann, Romney, probably Herm Cain, Ron Paul, is going to be substantially less, Chuck. And what's interesting to me, Romney's number is $18.25 million. That was less than what he raised in the first full quarter of 2007. And also, it's half of what Barack Obama brought in his first full quarter as a presidential candidate in 2007, where he got nearly $35 million.
Apples to apples, though, Stu. Mitt raised less money this time than Mitt raised last time. What happened?
Well, that has to be, that's concerning. Of course, he didn't write a check, so there's some difference.
No. This was the wrong number.
Apples to apples,
23 million to 18 million.
I think one of the problems is, I mean, we know this is not a shock. There is a lack of enthusiasm, a sense of, is this all there is? Well, there was a famous song, wasn't there? This is the field? And that might change over time as the Republicans get a nominee and people see it as a choice with Obama. But early on, I think there's a lot of people on the sidelines.
I was just about to use that same word. There's obviously a lot of money on the sidelines. What's really pretty surprising about these numbers, though, is yes, people are waiting to see what's more, but they're also very energized to beat Obama and prevent his re-election.
So
you're going to see the money come forward at some point.
And it's just, when does it come?
Tsunami ahead,
Remember, in 04 for the Democrats, it came very late. Very quickly, shameless plug, Mark.
First Read, our 6 ways to actually look at the budget talks that's going on right now on the debt.
There you go, Ruth Marcus.
On the day of the Twitter town hall, my 14-year-old's been making fun of me for not having enough Twitter followers.
Are you on?
Please help me out.
What is it?
Ruth
Pound
Marcus.
FF, just out Ruth Marcus.
Yes.
That's easy. Spell it.
Thank you.
Stu.
Derek Jeter, 2 hits yesterday, 4 to go until 3,000. First
HBO
Yankee, 3,000 go. Yeah.
I think it's great, and it's great for Derek Jeter, but I can't wait for the Paul Molitor HBO special. Paul Molitor, Craig Biggio, Robin Yount, Rod Carew. Can I go on? All of them. Those are great HBO specials.
Let's have them.
That's it for this edition of the Daily Rundown. Actually, I would love to see that. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Coming up next on MSNBC, Chris Jansing and Company. Then at 1 o'clock, don't miss Andrea Mitchell Reports.